As we know that data is never ready for analytics or any type of analysis, we have to do certain efforts. What we earlier discussed was data transformation techniques. So one of the very important technique is data parsing. So in this module we shall be discussing this or putting some highlight on this issue, that why data parsing is required and why it is different from other types of data transformation. As you know that there are multiple type of data sources and data types. We are getting data from like binaries, in binary as well, depending upon nature of the business. I'll give you one example of telecom industry. Another can be from the banking industry, one can be from the healthcare, and another can be from the manufacturing industry. So where the data is produced in many formats which are not human readable, or even your database does not understand those languages. So what we have to do is that we have to transform that data. I'll give you one example of your, we all use mobile phones. One call, what we perform or carry out, it has two ends, like A party and B party. A1 is calling B, but this one, call produce huge amount of data, right? And this data is produced in binary form or one of the proprietary formats which are specially designed by the manufacturers like Huawei, Ericsson, and there were a few more companies earlier, Siemens. So they develop their own languages so that they have their proprietary control. But when we have to analyze this data, we have to make sure that our database can understand and we can store that data into our databases or the tables or the whatever data structure we design. So this is one part of parsing. Another, I can say that there are two major areas where we use the term parsing. One I have discussed with you. The other one is where the file size is big. The tools, the transformation tools, the different technologies, they have their own limitations to process a certain amount of data. Beyond that, they cannot perform. Even your network, even if your internet or your local area network, they have sometime limitations, or even your own connection has limitations. Okay, you cannot transfer data for more than a certain bandwidth, right? So what we have to do is that in such cases, we divide that file into, like suppose one file is suppose 5 GB and your internet connection or your system allows only 1 GB. So what you will do is that you will parse that file into 5 different files. So this is what parsing is. Like one is handling one particular data record, like if it is in binary or any other proprietary format. And the other is where you are dealing with the large file sizes and you parse them to make sure that they are like the data travel from one source to the other source in a complete and comprehensive manner. So these are two types of parsing which we normally use. And then it is, as I mentioned earlier, it is mostly used for the unstructured data or semi-structured data. Even the example I gave you for the telecom CDR call data record, it looks unstructured, but in fact there is a structure, there is an inherited structure in it. Like we know that if it is one CDR is 256 bytes, and then each byte represents something. Like suppose first byte means maybe the caller ID, second byte means the receiver ID, another byte means the timestamp, duration of your call, start time, end time, and then you calculate duration of your call. Which cell site is being used? Maybe if, when we are at, suppose I am at the studio at the moment, so there is a cell site through which my mobile phone will communicate to the outer world, right? So similarly, and then there are other set of information about the user, right? like what package you have, what are your priorities, and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of information, but all that information is hidden within this binary format. So what then happens? They provide their own parsers, like companies, as I mentioned, Ericsson and Huawei, they provide their own parsers. They understand, like you can call it a grammar or a translator or interpreter. They know that what exactly is their data and what does it mean in terms of their business. And we call them tags. So each and every byte is tagged. So we know that exactly what does it mean. And then we write scripts using Python or C++ or any other language. And then we convert this binary data or strings of data, because IoT, you will talk a lot about IoT data also, from manufacturing plant, from sensor, from weather, from floods. So there are so many data sources where we are getting this type of data. And don't forget about like the pictures and the images and all that. They are all producing unstructured data which has to be properly managed, transformed in a very, very professional way, so that that can be used for your analytical purposes or needs, to meet business needs, whatever. And suppose in healthcare, it is very, very important in healthcare. Now we are talking about like tumor registry performa, where we know that different type of tumors, whether they are benign or malign, what type of how we can take care of those patients using machine learning, artificial intelligence, and so on and so forth. So it is very important to understand that parsing is very, very important component as part of your data transformation. And I wish that you people learn it and make it part of your practice in your professional lives.